Welcome to this beginner's rumba rotating forward and back basic dance lesson. Learning tips including health and safety advice are in the description. Beware of getting dizzy. I recommend taking a big long break if you start feeling at all dizzy. When I'm actually dancing, sort of just socially, my rotation is very slow. The rotation is a bit faster here just to make it easier to see during the lesson. Learning in larger kind of shapes tends to be easier. This lesson is designed to be done after the forward and back basic lesson.
Let's do a little reminder of what forward and back basic looks like. Leader starts to the left, follower starts to the right. Let's start dancing now. We're just going to stop and start again. It's good exercise, it's good things to do anyway, and also if you didn't quite pick it up the first time, you can now join in. Leader with the left, follower with the right. Let's start now. Leader left, leader right. Leader left, leader right. Now I'll talk about the follower steps. Follower right, follower left, follower right, follower left. And I like to say this: leader forward, follower back, leader back, follower forwards, leader forward, follower back, leader back, follower forwards. Okay, so that's your forward and back basic, and we're going to be building off this. We're going to do forward and back basic, and we're going to do it centered around this piece of paper-ish. So leader starts to the left, follower starts to the right. We're going to do forward and back as usual, and then you're going to see us start to rotate it. Join in or watch now. So I'll just call the leader steps. Leader left, leader right. Follower steps are follower right, follower left. Now, as I step forward, I'll angle slightly. As Debbie steps forward, I'll lead her to angle slightly. As I step forward, I'll angle slightly. As Debbie steps forward, I'll angle her slightly because I'm obviously trying to lead it. And this generates a rotation. Now, it's possible to get dizzy after a while, so you want to be careful. So I kind of feel like, for me, that's going to be enough, so now we'll just do forward and back for a bit. Also, it can get a bit repetitive. Stop and start again. We'll do it in the same position so that if you're watching the video you can see which way we're turning. You might want to have a go at turning the other way. Everyone that's ever tried it, I think bar one person has said it feels really awkward. I think it's really awkward, and I think it might even probably not be very good for your knees and stuff. So I'm actually turning to my right as I step forward with my left. A lot of lefts and rights in there, probably easier just to copy. Leader left, follower right, join in or watch now. So we start off by just going forward and back, and watch how I start rotating. That's my rotation there. Then I lead Debbie to rotate. Then I rotate. This can be very difficult to see on a screen. So here we are back at the start. I'm going to straighten back up to doing forward and back, so that you can then see what happens as I start to turn, which is going to happen in a moment. Oh look, there we go. So picture paints 1,000 words. I could try and describe this. I think it's easiest just to see it. So we're going to restart one more time, and then you can just keep replaying the video if you need to. Oh, you're right there. You can keep replaying the video if you need to sort of work out what's going on. Lead left, follow right, forward, and back now. So I'm going to start going like this. Oh look. So I sort of turned that way. Oh, that feels like enough turning. Don't want to get dizzy, so we'll just go forward and back for a bit now. Which way to turn? Here is a way to make it nice and clear for you to see. I would normally step towards Debbie. Notice how I'm going to step to this side of her. I would normally step forwards, I'm going to step to this side. So maybe you've done that with me, I'll do it one more time. Can I really do that? No, because I need to be dancing with Debbie. So I won't turn as far, but there's still a sense that I'm turning that way. So let's have a look at that. So we'll start doing rumba. We'll sort of break it down a bit. So I step to here, and then we carry on turning that way. And then obviously 3. And then we can just carry on. Let's just do that again. So we're just breaking down this first bit, just because I know that it helps some people get a feeling of which way they're supposed to be turning. So I'm going to turn this way a little bit on my first step. I can't turn that far because I can't step on Debbie's foot. And then we can carry on turning, then obviously we close, and then we just carry on dancing. 2, 3, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So that was just a focus on the first bit there, not the whole thing. Let's just emphasize that we start off, and when we dance forward and back basic, we're normally staying in the same place. When we start rotating, we are not going to be in the same place. So watch this. That's the middle. 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, that's kind of staying in the middle. Well done. Debbie's doing an incredibly good job of just tucking her foot over it. Well done. So that's staying in the middle. But the moment we start rotating, it's just going to go to pot. Oh, look, we're no longer remotely centered on the piece of paper. That's fine. That's basically supposed to happen.
I rotate most of the time when I'm dancing Latin. Maybe approximately 1 full rotation in 20 bars, which is 60 steps. Now, sometimes I go faster variation, maybe for 2 or 3 bars go a lot faster as a contrast to match something in the music. And my final thought would be, it's actually a lot more complicated than that. I'm responding also to space in the dance floor. So if you're familiar with the move called a crossbody lead, I need space behind me for that. So I might be just adjusting in advance of that move so that I know I've got space behind me on the dance floor. Issues like that. Yes, it is tempting to go fast, at least rotate fast. Beware, I only do it as a variation occasionally for a short period of time. I would draw an analogy here with driving a car. A lot of people report that if they're a passenger in the car, they might get car sick quite easily, but if they're driving, they don't get car sick. And one of the reasons for that is maybe because you know when the movement's going to happen, you can kind of feel it more. I would argue it's the same. If you're a leader, I think often you get less dizzy with a move like this because you know what's going to happen, and you can tune the turn to exactly fit what you're comfortable with. So be sympathetic to the fact a follower doesn't really know what's coming and just keep being surprised and might get quite dizzy a lot faster than you. Thanks for watching. This is one of a series of nearly 50 lessons that create a complete partner dance learning experience. The video description and my website have lots more information to help.